Hello, brothers and sisters of light and dark. Welcome to my page. This is Matthias Knowledge 4, as usual. I'm going to try to be serious in this page because this is my serious side for the women out there. Because I know a lot of you women and people in general don't have high attention spans. But I'm going to skip my intro that I usually say in my other videos for this serious video. And of course, if you don't know me by now, in my past experiences, I was a gigolo for many years, okay? Professional escort, you're gonna say. I did it in my own personal fashion, in my own personal way. The title of this video is going to be How to Find a Good Man. It's going to be about multiple things. So I got a little notepad here to clarify everything up, okay? In my past, I went to college, okay? I had to drop out, but I'm self-taught when it comes to psychologicals, okay? I try to keep things simple, okay? And some of y'all women may recognize me, okay? But other than that, I'm trying to relax here, okay? I'm nervous because I'm just so serious, okay, right now. A lot of women in my past, I talked to hundreds of women, hundreds of people in my past, okay? And have the credentials and experience and proof as well. If you come into my inbox and you follow me, you'll get the proof if you need to. I've traveled abroad to Ethiopia, okay? Found me a virgin wife, and I lost my virginity to my virgin wife, okay? And of course, I did different types of things in my past. So, enough about my past. If you want to know more, just ask. Now, so the topic is today, okay? Because I always talk about multiple topics. And if you don't believe me, just check my Matthias Knowledge 4, and also Matthias Knowledge 3, and Matthias Knowledge 2, and not Matthias Knowledge 1. Because I told you before, I have videos to back up what I'm saying, okay? But anyway, on to the subject now. Now, this is from my experiences and testimonials from men all across the world, not just in America. As I told you before, I'm a traveler, okay? And I have much more experiences than those individuals who sit behind a desk and tell you their opinion, okay? Which they have no experience for. And I keep telling people, and women and men and children, most adults are children. You shouldn't listen to people who don't have any experience, all right? Just keep it simple. You gotta have experience, y'all peoples. Especially you women, okay? I understand. You might not like this video, but let's continue on. Now, okay, how to find a good man. Okay, the first thing is that there's many different variations of definitions, but I try to keep it down simple for you all, for you women, okay? The first type of good men are the betas, okay? Betas are basically nerds, geeks, okay? I'm going down a list here. He's usually a shy type, okay? I was one of those shy types. I remember I used to do very extravagant things for women when I was younger, in my heydays when I was 19 and younger, and I always got all the rejections, okay? I still wore glasses. During those days, I wore the Mahatma Gandhi glasses, okay? The circle glasses, okay? And people said I looked like a girl, as a matter of fact, okay? To understand what a good man is, he's usually not in the public eye. They're very self-aware about their image. They don't feel themselves as highly attractive. So to really keep it simple, they are gamers. They're very inexperienced with women. They're beginners. They're still mama's boys. They may still live in their mother's houses. This is going to go over 10 minutes now here. He's average looking at best, or probably below average looking. Okay, you know how y'all women judge men. Okay, below average looking is usually someone like not above 6 foot. Okay, or they have a mole on their face, or they have glasses. That's average looking to most women. Yeah, you got it. I totally understand. If their teeth is kind of slightly fucked up, they're still average looking to you. Okay, so, and now I'm not going to talk about what types of females who do types of things like this, but there are lots of females who do shit like that on small little things. Don't know its dick size or anything. They make speculations. But let's continue on here. So good guys, they also have bad habits. Okay, now they may not be actually bad habits, but of course they may play too many video games. They may like too much wrestling. They're very simplistic. Okay, they don't really speak up for themselves, and they can be very controlled. You can control them. It's easy to control them because they never had a girlfriend. Okay. Though, by fact and by far, there's far more virgin men in the world than there are women, even though there's a little bit more women than men, okay? This is a fact, okay? As I said before, they dress conservatively, but you usually don't see them, and you're usually not going to be attracted to them. You're not really drawn to these types. These are betas, okay? Beta means beginning to me, okay? All right, beta. Like when you play a beta game, it's in test mode, okay? That's a beta, all right? Now, okay, let's continue on here. Okay, let me see. How the next type of man, okay, how do you find these guys? These guys are not usually in the public. So a good guy is usually not in the public. So let's keep a mental note of this. If you really want to find a good guy, he's usually playing games with his boys, a guy like that. He's usually hanging around with his guys. He's usually going to be on the court by himself, playing basketball. He doesn't really like a lot of attention. I used to be like this. This is why I say I was a good guy, okay? So I'm trying to tell you straight up from the jump, okay? If you had a father figure, the father would automatically know who's a good guy. Between the difference if you had a father figure, okay? Let's continue on that here. How to find an alpha man, and what do they look like, okay? As I said before, good guys are usually not in the public. They usually stay away and they shun from the public because they're busy playing their video game or some kind of male hobby type of thing. The next topic, guy, is how to find an alpha male. Now, I'm not going to skip over the beta alphas, okay? But I'm going to tell you, the weakest of the side, okay, and the one that you're most likely not attracted to is the betas. And on the alpha side, you're not attracted to them as well, okay? Now, these guys can stand any kind of height, okay? And they're usually not in the public as well, okay? Sorry, honeys, but I've talked to countless alphas and betas, okay? And I was all three of them at once, okay? So pretty much in a nutshell, I'm going to give you a description of what an alpha male is. So to understand these definitions, you understand what I'm saying, because from my experiences, okay? All right, alpha male, I got dry lips, okay? Well, thank you very much for the compliments on my lips and shit. Thank you very much, okay? The beta males, they usually dress conservatively, casually. They don't try to keep up with the Joneses. Now, the alpha male's the same now. They dress a little bit more better, a little more sharper, okay? They're usually not in the public, okay? They're not in the public. And 9 times out of 10, they dress confident within themselves. They dress good looking. But you're still not going to be attracted to alphas because their stance, okay, as looking like a father figure. They look like a businessman, okay? These guys don't carry themselves the same way as betas do, okay? Nor beta alphas, okay? All right, so I'm talking about the alphas right now. So we have to understand what these things mean before we continue on. In my past experience with women in the past, with hundreds and hundreds, those women paid me, okay, for my services. I've counseled women. I sat next to the feminists. I was actually there. I understand their psychologies and psychologicals. Yes. I even talk to feminists, too. They have 2 masks, one in the public and one behind the scenes, okay? I know this shit. Keep it simple, y'all guys. Keep it simple, y'all women, okay? All right? Let's continue on here. Alpha men are not shy like the betas. Okay? Alpha men dress appropriately and with cool attire, but they are the controllers. Remember what I said here. Alpha men is the extreme, to the extreme right. So if you ever encounter one, he's going to look you up and down. He's not going to take the time to give you a chance because he's too much of self-value and self-worth. His pride and confidence. I've superseded the beta. I've superseded the beta alpha, okay? And 9 times out of 10, you're going to pay up, okay? You're going to pay a fee for his services because he's there to serve you if you serve him correctly. Now, the betas and the beta alphas, they will serve you because, that's on the simpish side. The alphas has superseded the simp side, so they're not going to be giving you anything unless you're worth it, okay? You know what I'm saying? So let's continue on with the alphas. Different layers of alphas are basically, the negative side of an alpha is a pimp, okay? The positive side of alpha is application process. Both of them have application processes, and it's going to be very hard for you to even try to get with them in the first place. You can even see them. You can see their confidence, and you're not attracted to confidence. I'm not saying all of you women, okay? But let's continue on now here. Where to find these guys? They're not usually out there. They're not really social. True alphas are not very social, trust me. And their hobbies are the same thing as betas and every other male there's out there, but they usually have a very disciplined schedule. Okay, they don't have time for games. Okay, they have all of the characteristics of all of the beta alphas. Okay, the womanizing ways, but they don't try to do the womanizing thing. They're serious undertakers. Okay, you want to say they're comical in every way, and they don't play around. Okay, let's put it let's keep it like that. They're fathers, they're teachers, and they don't pay for pussy. Okay, this is the thing with guys. I used to have a spat with both. I said, true alphas don't pay for pussy. They don't serve you on the platter. They only compliment you when you compliment them. They're waiting for a compliment from you, okay? they'll say you look nice at first, but if you don't give them a compliment back, they're thinking about that. They're literally thinking about that. If I say you're nice, but you never compliment me, I'll stop complimenting you. It's called psychology. Now let's continue on here. The different layers of alphas, again, they're only like 10% of the population. Okay, the betas and the beta alpha cucks out there, they're at least over about 25. So there's a whole lot of betas, and you can easily spot them out. Okay, let's continue on here. Since I talked to you about how they are, as I said before, if you hurt them, and if you hurt an alpha, he's gonna hurt you. Okay, where to find them, you can find them in multiple places, but they're really not in the general public, where most women like to congregate. Okay. Let me see what else is there. Okay, let's you are usually not attracted to an alpha nor a beta. Okay, so let's continue on out here. Now let's begin with the beta alphas now here. Who are they? Where to find them? Now beta alphas are everywhere, so you can go outside. You're 90% more likely to be a beta alpha. And a lot of guys I try to contend with, they think they're not a beta alpha, but they haven't stepped up yet their game yet. You know what I'm saying? Because every man has to have a job eventually, okay? But it's not up to you to take advantage of them. So I'm just trying to tell you how to find them and how to recognize them, okay? And some other little things I want to talk about as well. I'm trying to be serious in this video because it's kind of like I'm going crazy and shit, okay? Because I try to be serious and I have to have an animated face because that's who I am, my characteristics, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, who are they, okay? Usually the beta alphas are the fuckboys, the womanizers. You're very attracted to these guys. These guys are like peacocks. Though the alpha male on the negative side of alpha male can look like a peacock. Okay, you know, that could just be his only flaw, okay, of the negative side of an alpha male. All right, but a beta alphas, they usually try to dress up. They try to hang, you know, a lot of niggas that I see the word niggas, okay? A lot of niggas and negroettes and females I've dealt with in my past, they always look at the peacock. They try to look as sexy, as super attractive as possible. Alphas are not attracted to this, and betas are attracted to anything, okay? But beta alphas will do anything for attention, okay? They'll do anything for attention. They'll try to woo you or try to impress you with their words, but they don't have no words. It's emptiness. There's no... See, when alphas speak with family and business, like Italians. Okay? You know, this is... You are worth to me how much, okay? This is how much our family worth. This is how it's going to be. Now, betas, they're shy. Oh, I don't know what to do, okay? But beta alphas, they have this, systematic... wordplay with you, and they'll try to manipulate you, and they'll cool you, okay? Because you're attracted to them. They know you're attracted to them. Either you're attracted to them or attracted to some sort of materialism, and that's wrong. So if you have a father figure, he will teach you how to avoid these things. But I have daughters, and I know how to raise my daughters because I'm a professional. Yes. So if you're listening to me and you're a female, thank you very much because the universe brought you to me. Let's continue on here. Now here, okay? There are balance between the beta males, and which is good, okay, and the alphas, which is the best. Which beta alpha males are not submissive. Okay, I told you this before. They are the only ones that's not submissive. They will not cater to your ways and your beauty. All right, they'll compliment you when you compliment them. Okay, because beauty fades over time. Okay, you're very attracted to beta alphas. Okay, so let's go down the list now here. Now, if you want to find men, you can find men in almost every... It's not as hard as it is and vice versa, because men are usually trying to look for different types of females. They're more particular, but women are not really interested. You can almost pretty much anywhere, and you may end up seeing an alpha. You know who they are, okay? They look kind of like myself, okay? They're 5'7". They're not... you're 5'8", okay? They're not 6 foot now, okay? And if you do see a 6'8" motherfucker who's that tall, okay, he's 9 times out of 10 a beta alpha. Trust me on that shit, okay? Now, geeks and stuff are usually not in the public surroundings. And alphas are really not in the public surroundings. I don't like socializing that much because I'm alpha. I always thought that it was a waste of my time to be hanging around a lot of people. But when I was a beta alpha at one time, meaning that I was a gigolo in my past, got paid for women, okay? I was simping for the money, not for the honey, okay? You know, down there between their legs, which I never touched. Because I used a strap-on dildo. I was a specialized gigolo, okay? Hey, you probably never heard of that, but that's okay. I used to carry the book bag, and I used to have a strap on my fucking bag. And if you want me to come over your house, You need companionship. Women need companionship, not just a dildo sticking in and out. They want somebody to do that shit for them, but to blindfold them, to play games with the pussy and shit. I did that type of shit because I'm unique in my own fashion. But anyway, I even make my own porn, okay? My own fetish porn, okay? But if you don't believe me, ask questions and come to my inbox. You'll see, okay? Now, let's continue on in here. Betas are usually homebodies. So let's go down the list now, you guys. They're usually not outside. They don't go out much and socializing. They're average looking, the 5 and lower, okay? Now, as I said before, I made a video on your beauty, your appearance, and I believe everyone should fall for their type. So if you feel you're a 7, you should fall for a 7. Alpha male don't like makeup, okay? They like natural beauty. So if you're a fat person, you stay with a fat person. You see, so we won't have this mismatch because of the psychologicals and attractiveness. Usually if you see an unattractive person with an attractive person, one person is trying to take advantage of one another. Just keep it simple, okay? If you see 2 people uneven in their balance of numbers, one is an 8 and one is a motherfucking 2 or some shit like that, or a 7 or some shit. 9 times out of 10, that 8 is taking advantage of that 2. Okay, let's keep it real simple. It's either be money, materialism, okay, or probably be the number 8 has already been whored out enough. Okay, so they'll just go to number 2 because they can't, they're slim pickings because they've been whored down because something's wrong downstairs. Lots of different things. Okay, but please understand, if you see a mismatch, they don't match. Like my wife, okay, my first wife, okay, she's from Ethiopia. We look like 7s and shit. Now take off the makeup. As I said before, that's your true number. Your true number is not the makeup. Okay, real men can see through your makeup. Now, okay, let's continue on here. Beta alpha males are everywhere. Okay, they're usually outside. Okay, and they're highly attractive to you. Okay, you're usually highly attracted to beta alphas. Okay, they're willing to put some money and take you out different expensive, luxurious places before they even get a chance to see the pussy. Okay. Alpha males don't do that. They have to inspect you, okay? They're gonna trust me, okay? I'm telling the truth. Alpha males do not play with that pussy shit. They're gonna find out if you're a whore. They're not gonna waste their time with you, okay? Like me. I used to say to females, I say, "Are you a virgin?" Okay, because 9 times I don't have sex with females who are non-virgins. I just don't do that. Okay, so that's the first question I ask, and then I can get a mental note of what I'm dealing with. And I won't even ask if you was raped or how many men you've been with. I don't need to ask those things because my standards, see, alpha men has standards. Beta alpha males don't have standards. And also beta males don't really have standards either, okay? All right, so that's the difference between a beta male, a beta alpha male, and an alpha male. An alpha male has standards, okay? All right, let's go, okay? Now the negative side of an alpha male, which is a pimp, he don't care about just your looks. He care about the pussy and what it bringing him money, okay? You know what I'm saying? A true pimp don't sleep with his product, okay? But anyway, that's the negative side of an alpha male. Let's continue on out here. Okay, alpha males aren't out so much. They're good looking, but not social as well. They dress pretty sharp, though. If you do see one, you'll know that person's dignified, okay? All right? Okay, let's continue on out here. Beta males are nervous around every girl. Okay, this is a fact, okay? Most. I'm saying I ain't saying 100% of them motherfuckers. I never say 100% of anything or all of anybody. Just trying to keep it simple, you guys. Y'all women, okay? Dudettes. Okay. Beta alphas aren't very picky. Okay. And alpha males are very picky because they have an application process. They'll ask you questions. They'll take you to a cup of coffee. Understand? I'm always giving the compliment of the benefit of the doubt that I have a great conversation. I'm a great conversationalist, so that's the benefits of an alpha male. They get to the point. They say, this is what we're going to be doing instead of wasting time. Okay. Now, what else is there to say? Okay, here we go. How to get along with men in general. I want to add this in there. Okay, in general. When I say in general, that means I've talked to countless women. And I usually try to talk to these women because I'm not in relationship with these women. I have your daughters and their sons. I'm watching them and babies, and they paying me services rendered. Okay, how to get along with men in general. I'm also going to add this in there. So if you got lucky, good for you. Okay, not a lot of men like me, not a lot of psychologists like me, nor therapists. I have the experience to back it up. Now let's continue on in. I know most of you aren't virgins, but it matters to alpha males. Okay, And I'll explain to you the different levels of alpha males, okay, later on, okay. But you must be low maintenance, okay. 9 times out of 10, lots of you women don't have a lot of things in common with men. This is a well-known fact. Like, men like wrestling or something like that, or at least about 2 to 3 things that they like. You gotta have at least one thing good with that man, rather than sex. I repeat, rather than sex, because you may use that as a weapon against them because you can't get your way because you don't have things in common with that man, okay? This is a problem for most women, okay? And I encountered this many times over. I said that, I tell females all the time, if you don't teabag me, I'm just leaving right now, okay? I'll get you out of my car right now. If I'm horny, I get it, okay? See? You ain't know, I usually test you before you get to that point. I don't have time. I don't have problems like that with women. I usually say, okay, if you don't want to do stuff, I just stop doing certain things, and that's an alpha male. But beta alphas and betas don't care about that type of stuff. So let's continue on here. Have some sort of hobby with the men. Learn what men like to do. The first thing is video games, cars, guns, okay, some shit like that they like. It's not hard. It's not fucking hard to understand, to have something in common with a man. It's not fucking hard, man. At least the more things you have in common, the better a woman you are, regardless if you're a virgin or not. All right? Okay. Now, let's continue on. Learn it, okay? Because I know you probably haven't had a father figure to teach you that. My daughters will learn how to have things. My daughters play games and stuff that guys usually like, okay? But let's continue on it. Understand, if you haven't been raised by your father, it's 2 times harder to understand what I'm saying to you. It's 2 times harder, okay? Because you're not going to relate to a lot of things like virginity, having things in common with men, because men are the victims, Men are out there giving away stuff. They have the properties and stuff like that, and you don't have anything except your body. But then over on a long end, women get most divorces, right? So you don't want a divorce. Your goal is not to get a divorce or try to be one of them lowly, high-maintenance type bitches, okay, into hypergamy, okay, or try to take them to family court because you can't have your way. Do you understand? Okay, but let's continue on here. Focus on your weight and your health. Never let your hair down with a man. Never do that. I tell my wife all the time, you're getting fat, okay, because her belly fat, baby fat, okay, So I have a right to say that because I told her, again, I'm a health person. If I have the 6-pack on my chest, if I got my 6-pack and I'm in good condition and stuff, look at that weight, look at that. And you got a problem, okay? I'm entitled to multiple wives to keep a balance because I'm alpha and I'm very direct and honest about what I'm saying. I'm so direct and honest that you may not like it. And it's better to be honest and direct at all times with men. Every time. Okay? Not trying to take over his property, not trying to come in. Okay, I open my legs and this is what I am privileged to say. Take away the privilege and you will have nothing. Okay? Because if you run into the wrong man, that'll be the end of you. Okay, but let's continue on it. Let's see. If most women agree with you, okay, let me tell you a little trick about women. If you're a woman and you're actually listening to this. If most women agree with you, okay, then you know what that means, right? Okay, you're going down the wrong path. They have to disagree with you. Okay, you go to a woman and say, I know my boyfriend, They don't ask any questions on what you did, okay? Because they disagree with you. Women just agree with you. When I talk to men in particular, I just don't want them to agree with me. I usually ask them a question like, why? I usually ask them, why do you agree with me? Because I don't want any bias and, logic, okay, to go with that. Biasm is not logic, but, I try to tell guys, okay, why do you agree with me? I try to understand the reason why they agree with me without asking no questions on playing devil's advocate or anything like that. That's kind of bullshit. Just people agree with you. My husband hit me. My man hit me. And these women don't ask you any questions. Why? Okay, you gotta start self-questioning yourself for what type of females you're hanging around. But anyway, let's continue on here. Let me see, okay. You're not anything special if women agree with you. Of your surroundings, okay, all right? You're nothing special, okay? Trust me, you probably be being around a bunch of feminists. Be careful. Ask more questions, get more answers, okay? Now, what's higher than an alpha? A tyrant, a psychopath, a holy man. I consider myself more of a holy man because of my past, okay? As I told you before, in my past, I used to be a Giglioer and stuff like that, but I never fucked them bitches, okay? So, technically, I didn't fuck them, okay? Only with the plastic, okay? That sounds crazy, right? And I got paid, my rent be paid many months Did that shit for years and shit. If I want something done, see, since I have children, then I have to be noble. I believe in karma dharma, okay? And I tell y'all women all the time, karma is going to catch up to you. You can't keep up doing the same pattern all of the time. You can't do that, y'all women. You can't do that. Okay, you can't just do something evil and think it's not going to catch up to you. It is going to catch up to you. Thank you very much for complimenting my teeth. I know some people are like, oh, you got some nice teeth and nice lips. I said, it's not going to touch you because I don't like kissing. I'll kiss on your body, but I'm not going to kiss on down there. I'm not going to kiss you on your lips because I don't know where your lips been. Okay, I don't know how many dicks you sucked. Okay, and you're lying. Okay, but anyway, I gotta be your dentist. I gotta be your gynecologist. Okay, I gotta be those personal things for most women because I was those things. Okay, I know different types of pussy squeeze textures and smells. I know all that type of stuff. It's just rare. Okay, but let's continue on here. Have you ever met a tyrant in your life? Run like a motherfucker. But how can you tell? Okay, a tyrant don't tell you that they're a tyrant. Okay, a narcissist don't usually tell you who they are. Okay, at least I'm the type of alpha that tells you who I am in advance, which makes me a positive. But there are guys out there who are psychopaths, manipulators, okay? And the best way to figure this out is through trial and error, through testing, to understand questioning. Okay, you ask questions through testing. You want to know if your guys are loyal and faithful? Okay, you test them. I tell guys this all of the time. Okay, you want to know if a guy's a psychopath? Just look at what is he doing? Is he in the mirror all the time? Okay, does he talk like himself all the time? Like, I am this and I am not and I am not. Is that man doing that all the time? Record that man and send it to me, and I'll give you an analytical, okay, of what I believe what that man is, okay, or not, okay. But I'm pretty sure most of you don't. You don't know what a psychopath looks like. You don't know what a tyrant looks like. You don't know what anything what I'm talking about on this paper is, okay? You don't know what those things are. Ask questions and you shall receive. Now, let's continue on here. Betas and beta alphas love to pay your way. Remember this. This is the last thing I want to say, and I'm going to close it here because there's a lot of things I want to talk about, but you got to come on my live feed and stuff like that. Okay, any man who likes to pave your way I used to be like this now here. Now you may think that you may like these type of things, but 9 times out of 10, if a man is taking you out to a luxurious restaurant, he's expecting some pussy. And if you think you should give him some because he's just trying to impress you, that's something wrong with you because you're expecting. Okay, you feel privileged, and remember, the lower quality you are, the more privileged you feel. Okay, I feel privileged because I'm just a woman. Okay, I got something between my legs. That's the lower quality woman thinking. Okay, the higher quality female is more likely to be a virgin who understands men's values and also is prone to be believing in polygyny. Okay, so that's another thing y'all women will not agree with because you haven't had a proper father figure. Okay, polygyny is basically transforms into polyandry because if you don't get your way, you'll try to cheat, right? So you don't want polyandry. You want a man who's nice enough and innocent enough so he can take care of the family rather than just being horny. Do you understand what I'm saying? Okay, most guys can't talk like me because they're not fathers. They don't have experience and stuff like that. But I've been around a lot of fathers and mentors in my past. And I try to tell guys and women and dudettes that most people in general are not adults. Even when they hit 18 and up, they're still not adults. Okay, and you're probably not an adult as well. Okay, so my wife is high quality female because she was a virgin. Okay, yeah, I know what a hymen looks like. Yeah, I'm not stupid. Okay, and when you're a virgin, you're gonna bleed, and it's not easy for the dick to get in it, even an average size dick, because my dick is not average. Okay. All right. So the higher type of female believes in polygyny. That means one husband, multiple wives. Marriage is not really necessary for these type of females. You just have trust and you go on your bounty way because it's too much of a high risk for a man to get married to you because it's not that important. So you're on the high scale. That's very rare, right? Think about it. Marriage is not that important. It has small benefits to be married, but it's a negative benefit for a man. So most women get married because it's a collateral damage type of thing if he wants to change his mind. So start making wiser choices, okay? Go overseas or something like that. If you want to control a man, go overseas and see what it's like, okay? But don't, as I said before, the same thing I advise men not to bring women over in this country. You, as a woman, should not bring men in this country, because I have experienced women who actually did those things, and the man just snapped on them and changed and wanted their own way. Okay, remember that. It can happen both ways. But it happens more with men, though, because men are the ones who putting their effort out and going out there. But I have heard a few cases where women brought some foreign men over, and men just got smart and just wanted to do what they wanted to do. All right? So the higher quality woman is basically virginity, polygyny, okay, sharing and caring, having something in common, never combative, humble, actually reading your religion, because religion actually helps tame the beast. But women don't like reading it. So don't be a hypocrite and say you're Christian and you don't read anything in that Bible. The ordinary female to the lower class type females are very haughty and feel prideful with themselves. They haven't read the book. You haven't read the book. It says that women and men are not equal in the Bible. You should know this, okay, right? So why act that you're equal to a man? And it never says that in the Bible, in any religion, as a matter of fact, okay? You're not equals, okay? So why would you put yourself up, so you might as well say you're not a Christian. Just like a lot of homosexuals and stuff like that, they usually say, I'm a Christian, but they're homo. And it says the Bible is completely against homosexuality. Sleeping with animals, because white women do shit like that. Sleep with animals. When you sleep with an animal, you're a detestableness to God. So you got a lot of shit you got to fucking fix if you ever slept with an animal. All right. But what else is there to say here? Since I talked about how to find betas, beta alphas, and alphas in the description in this video, in a serious tone, okay, I hope you should be on your path now. Now, if you already lost your virginity and you have children already, you may have to pay up to the alphas. Now, it's easy, so easy for y'all to find beta alphas. They're willing to pay. They'll come a long way, okay? So it's not really hard. So the game is not as hard as it is. It's harder for men, the alpha men, okay, than there are women in general. Because most women can easily find a man because you get attention and all the things you need. You become a thought, okay? How pretty do I look, okay? How pretty do I look? I know a lot of y'all females do that type of shit, okay? But if you do have kids and you're not a virgin anymore, the best thing to do is go on dating sites. You know how to succeed on that point. But you can't be too picky. Beggars can't be choosers, okay? Beggars can't be too picky. So you got to be careful because you already have kids. And if he's an idiot enough to just fall for you and you got 13 kids by 13 different niggas and shit, then you have a winner then. Okay, but other than that, you remember there's karma, okay? So you can't just keep doing that, going around taking good men's, taking their money and stuff and then going to court. You can't do that because that's going to catch up to you. You're going to age. You're going to change. Your face starts to change like a monster. And then eventually